This week on Sailing Zephyr, we get caught out by a 50-knot squall that hits within minutes of us anchoring at Frozen Cay in the Berries. How come we've ended on top of this guy, babe?
We're just swinging, honey.
Okay. Are you sure?
Oh no. Can you turn the navigation on?
Yeah.
What? I haven't touched yours. We're nowhere near your anchor, so calm down.
I told you he thought that we were over his anchor.
Yeah.
Now we're getting a full squall coming through. But we did get really close there at one point, so I don't know what's happened. So I think we may have dragged back, or something's happened, but we might have dragged. So yeah, now we're kind of just waiting it out, see how we go here, and see what happens.
So it's all going crazy here. The anchor is just lit up with a storm. We've had 50 knots. Look at this. Oh my god. We got this huge boat in front of us. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm so cold. We've had to tie down the the bimini again. Look at that. I was literally having to drive the boat because we swung around so fast. I think we broke loose and then we recaught. But yeah, I was having to drive him forward just to stop the boat and drag him, and we think we're holding. I can't even record him, so cold and shaking. Oh my gosh. Don't know where that came from.
It's insane right now. We're dealing with 50-knot winds at the moment. Totally came out of nowhere. James is out there trying to hold down our bimini and drive the boat. So James just went to check on the anchor after the big blow is kind of over. And the verdict is?
We dragged.
We dragged?
Yep.
How much?
Hard to say, like at least 50 feet, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah, we haven't dragged him. I don't remember the last time.
How is that even possible? You checked
I
twice.
dove on the hook. It was dug into the sand. So the only thing I can think of is when the storm sucked us into it and then shoved us back, we just shock loaded it and broke it loose. And we just skid along because it's seagrass otherwise.
Yeah.
We skidded along and we just sort of hit a bit of a softer bit and it just bit in. We'll have to re-anchor though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't believe we broke. Like we were dug.
I know.
So it just must have just boom and popped us. But
So
yeah,
there you go. We have dragged anchor. So we're on 10 to 1. And we still dragged.
Like I said, I think we shock loaded it. We because the storm was coming, all the boats got sucked into the storm, and then when the storm hit, we all went boom like this, and it just broke us loose. I don't know, it broke us loose. It was mental. It was like rain, the waves all of a sudden were up to like 3 foot waves.
I know.
I had to put the boat in gear, just keep it going a little bit, and it was just Nat's like through the hatch. I've got a line around the bimini. She's holding the bimini down. The boat's leaking everywhere.
It's leaking so bad. Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom. That's from that window. We've got leakage here, which is just kind of wiped. That's from that porthole. Like, it's just crazy.
All these windows just need
So
some love.
yeah. So we're now re-anchored and about to have some pasta. The pasta is so overdone because we just had to leave it quick. But anyway, what we figured out is that everyone in this anchorage dragged, including the huge blue boat mega yacht that's there.
Yeah.
So we all dragged and all ended up kind of like on top of each other, especially the catamaran and ourselves. And we just figured it best to move away to kind of like the other side of the anchorage. We're pretty far from them now.
Yeah.
And the weather is still awful. We are soaking wet again because we had to go back out there and re-anchor. Well, it's another beautiful day here in the Bahamas, but we're thinking of changing anchorage. Like to keep moving, so we spent a night here, which was the best because there was no wind. It was just a lake here, so no movement whatsoever, which was very, very different to the night before where we were rocking and rolling like crazy. So now that we've had a good sleep, we're going to pick up anchor now and head over to Devil's Cay or Hoffman Cay, and this is one of the cays that's actually really close to the deep blue hole. Well, one of the deep blue holes, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to head over that way and do some exploring over there. All right.
Let's go.
All you want is my hunger. All you need is my pain. Nothing in between, never met your love. When you were born there was thunder, fire lit in the sky as to lead astray. Now heavy rain
Going down.
With the chart plotter.
The cursor, for some reason, it's stuck going down.
Do you want me to switch it off and back on?
No, I don't think that's helping.
Oh, there you go.
No, it's me doing it though. But it's like, see all that? And then down.
Oh my goodness. Let me just have a look. We've just sprayed some WD-40 to see if it stops from doing its own thing. Of course, this would happen just as we've picked up anchor and on our way out. Thankfully, we also have the Explorer charts on James's phone,
Yeah.
so we're not totally in the deep end here, but still have Explorer charts on James's phone, thank goodness. But of course, this kind of stuff always happens when you kind of need it the most, because we normally use both Navionics and Explorer charts. Sometimes one is right over the other, so just kind of keep to the best route that you can.
It's got something obviously has happened inside this pod.
We're gonna have to take it off and have a look, no?
Yeah.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy love got under your skin.
How's our chart plotter doing now?
It's working, but we've got the iPad now to kind of use it to move to wherever we need to go, and we're not touching the actual chart plotter.
So we've had, as we've talked about in the past, we've had a few gremlins with this chart plotter lately. I mean, we sailed a lot of miles and it's been in a lot of water. A lot of oceans, a lot of sea spray, a lot of waves, but we've had problems with it in the past, as you guys know, so I guess it's only natural that she's starting to suffer a little bit. So what we're talking about is this button here, which I don't want to press. So the touchscreen is all but dead. You can't use the touchscreen anymore. This rotary knob obviously helps zoom in and out. This is your selection knob, and that's the problem, is that for some reason it's staying selected down, so the charts just keep cycling up. Nat put some WD in there, and we don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what we did. It seems to have unstuck it for the moment. Yeah, so I think this chart plotter is sadly, I don't know what to do. Ray Marine won't touch it. Obviously they will, but they'll charge us an absolute bomb to fix it. We're gonna need a new chart plotter, I think, for next season. When I say next season, after this summer. Maybe even sooner, I don't know. So anybody out there got a spare B&G, Ray Marine, anything, any type of hybrid or whatever, any type of chart plotter you don't want that's, you know, I don't know. Maybe you're a super yacht person and you're watching this and you changed all your gear up and you don't want any of your 2-year-old chart plotters. We'll take them from you. We're not too proud to accept used stuff. So, all right, guys, we're gonna keep motoring here through the flats and hopefully we don't hit any coral heads.
That was a bit of a spicy entrance.
That sure was. That definitely tested us here. So we're gonna try and cut through here.
Woo-wee. We didn't time it very well with the tides. So we had current against wind, so the waves were just insane coming in. But anyway, we're through now, and look at this, it's so beautiful.
When you do that, can you go all the way up to the bow?
James is gonna try and go over this shallow area here. I say drop here, but he thinks that he can get us through this bit. So I've got to do my job here at the front and let him know if there's a sandbar coming up, which I can kind of see. Just there. We managed to go around all the sandbanks no problem. However, the real danger laid ahead. And look at how totally oblivious we are. This is beautiful! Our worst nightmare becomes a reality in next week's episode as we experience the most frightening day on Zephyr. We've hit the bottom. I guess if I was a crier, this would be the crying time, but I'm not.